the corporates uh, to go for a further expansion of business. So, one such expansion of business, uh, in a technical term, it is called as an corporate restructuring. One of the restructuring process is mergers and acquisitions. There is a common question prevailing with us is why do corporates are going for mergers and acquisitions? What is the necessary to go for a company to go for acquisitions or mergers? So today we are going to talk about the corporate restructuring which is happening in a real-time scenarios in a very massive way. The question with us is today, why do companies are going for corporate restructuring, external corporate restructuring? There are a lot of theories which gives an answer to this particular question. For an example, there is a theory which is called as uh, theory of synergy or efficiency theory. So what does this theory says? What does synergy means? What does this efficiency means? It is a simple concept. Business is always a business. Business means we are doing a business for a profit motive. No other intentions are there in a primary manner. Why I am telling in a primary manner? Because there are some other motives are also there. That is why I am very cautiously using the word primarily. The objective of going for mergers and acquisition is creating some kind of profit. So the next question coming to us is, do the merger creates some profit? Do the merger creates some kind of synergies? For that we want to understand what does the synergy means. Synergy means a value of A, the firm value of A plus firm value of B. If these two firms A and B merge together, the combined value of a firm want to be greater than the individual company's value. In a simple connotation, it is nothing but 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. What is the synergy means? What is efficiency here? We are trying to understand here is my strength plus your strength want to be greater than individual strength of each other in a combined form. That is what we call as a synergy. The first theory which talks about synergy, the main motive of a corporates to go for a reconstruction or mergers and acquisition is synergy. I want to take some references from an economics perspective. Wants are unlimited, resources are limited. So there is an always and scarce. Lionel Robinson very beautifully defined what is economics is all about. Why I am mentioning this here? Because every company is not self-sufficient. Every company is having some scarce resources. Every company is having resources as well as scarce resources. If I have any possibility to move forward and get some kind of benefits for my scarce resource, then I decided to go for synergical effects. In a simple manner, I have a license. I'm taking from a pharmaceutical industries. Most of the pharmaceutical industries practices in India, they are having a license, but they are not having a manufacturing facilities. So some countries or some other people who are having a manufacturing facility but not having a license. What happens now? I have a license. You have an manufacturing ability. If we both join together, license plus manufacturing ability, join together makes an efficiency here, makes some synergy here. So the primary motive of going for uh, mergers or acquisition is synergical effect. Sir, do we have any other motives to go for a merger, sir? Uh, I just want to refine how we started. The business is for profit. Synergy means more than the values what we are individually creating, want to be greater than the value of combined firm. Is that the only motive? Absolutely no, sir. Absolutely no. After some point of time, the business will have sufficient money. Now, what is required? Now, what is required is market power, leadership in a market. Uh, Countries like India, we are having an oligopoly market. The oligopoly market, few sellers are there. So, among the few sellers, I want to capture the market. I want to be the market leader. I want to be the superpower in the market. Why the companies are thinking like that? Why? The reason behind that is after some point of time, money or profit sufficiently earned by the company, something more is required. That is superpower, market power, market leadership. If What is the benefit of becoming a market leadership? You become a leader, obviously, the other companies become your follower. Make it as a simple sense. Pricing plays an important role here. So, while talking about pricing, most of these economic conditions are stating that the competition which is prevailing in economic market states that we are not price makers, we are a price takers. So when we talk about price takers, I want to be in a top leading position to determine the market price. Market prices are determined by the two forces, ladies and gentlemen. One is demand, another one is supply. So how this demand and supplies moves, the price determines in that such a way. So the first and foremost thing is synergical effects. And the second thing is market superpower. I want to become a market superpower. And there are some historical evidences from 2017 from Reliance Industries. In 2017, between 2017 to 19, the Reliance Industries bought most of the acquisitions in the market. Why? Because out of the acquisitions, majority of the companies are startup companies coming for undervaluations. We want to be very clear about this particular aspects. What is this undervaluation is all about? I am worth my assets, my value of my business is worth of 1,000 crores, but I am ready to sell for 800 crores because I have no demand in the market. My business is having no demand in the market. Sir, please try to understand. Uh, Business means selling products, selling services, selling ancillary things. 1990s, there is a trend which prevails in India, the business itself selling a business. Aircel is a very big example for a telecom industry, number one industry in 1990s, end of 1990s, sells the telecom industry business itself to other person. So sometimes there are some chances the businesses are available at a cheaper price, the potential business are available at a cheaper price. Why they are available at a cheaper price? There are various reasons, ladies and gentlemen. One such reason is the target company may not have a sufficient enough capital to expand. The target company may not have a sufficient enough technology to adopt. By the same time, there are some chances that there are lack of leadership position in a targeting company. The best example for lack of leadership is CCD, Cafe Coffee Day, with the L&T and Mindtree, a very wonderful area to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And when we talk about mergers and acquisition, we can't able to deny another aspect which is called as diversification, business diversification, risk diversification. That is also a motive to go for mergers and acquisitions. What is diversification? We all know very well about what is diversification is all about. I'm moving my business from my own vertical to some other verticals, or I can move in my same domain in a different product lines, different geographical locations. Why this is very much important is over a period of time we can't able to sustain in a market without updating ourselves. So there are business means business is equal to risk. So how I can escape? We can't able to avoid risk, sir. Risk is inevitable. Business means risk. So how I can overcome this risk? One such way is what we call as a diversification. The diversification help us to mitigate our risk from various sources. And there is one beautiful theory which is called as Herbie's theory. It is a psychological theory which talks about a different perception about mergers and acquisitions. It is proposed by an American professor, Herbies. He is a professor in American University. He he talks about psychological aspects of hobbies. That is why the people are going for mergers and acquisitions. Psychological perspective.